Hello, and welcome back to our Xcom series where the DFO Guild Acta Sanctum joins Xcom. With me is our next special guest star, Mr. Camerupt.
Howdy, y'all!
Howdy, thanks very much for joining us.
Well, you're very welcome, sir.
So is this your first experience with XCOM, or have you played this?
Yeah, I've never really screwed with it that much. I have a friend who's played it before, and he always gets me killed off for some reason, but I've never played it myself.
Ooh, I'm not sure that I can promise being an exception to that.
Well, you're going to send me out first. I already know how this is. This will probably be the one time you don't send me out first. That's what's going to happen. You won't be like, oh, you can scout the 10 people out there.
Yeah. We've already had Green Jake die on camera, so who knows?
Oh, gosh.
Well, but this is your first experience watching a full playthrough, is that right?
Yeah, I haven't seen a playthrough of it before either, so...
Okay, so you play other tactics games, or is that not really your thing?
I do like Fire Emblem. Those are really fun.
Ooh, that's a favorite of mine.
Oh, cool. Very nice. We can relate on that. I've been playing through the new one very slowly. It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying it.
Yep, and it has a couple of things in common with this game, such as permadeath.
Yes, and I always play with permadeath on because I'm such a I have to play it the way it's intended to be kind of person about those games.
Yeah.
But
So, what do you think of what you've seen so far?
okay,
go ahead.
This is just gonna be straight up. I think this game is ugly as hell.
It is.
That is the one thing I'm gonna say. This game is straight up. Okay, when you do the weird I guess it's hiding smoke whatever thing.
Yeah.
That's the worst graphics I think. I think the Famicom and all those old systems were probably more detailed than that.
The game does kind of show its age. I feel it's one of those games where the graphics have to be crude because it models so many different things that computers of the time wouldn't be able to handle it otherwise.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But yeah, there's games that age well, and this is not one of them as far as graphics.
Also, I'm bringing the second squad. This team is mostly recruits. Remember what happened last time I did that in the previous series?
I'm assuming it did not end well.
Oh yeah, the first time was pretty much an entire squad wipe. Second time went the same way. So, these recruits have a big bad luck streak to break right now.
Yeah, so far they're doing really well at missing this guy.
Yeah, well, this is one of the things that people notice about the game when they first start. It's that it's really easy to fire 6 or 7 shots, and the stereotypical stormtrooper accuracy where they fire everywhere except what they're supposed to hit. It looks like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that vibe from this game, which is actually kind of a nice change of pace. At least you can see it happening, because when I'm playing Fire Emblem and I summon this tornado of doom spell or use this legendary sword and then I miss, I'm just really? At least in this kind of a game it kind of makes sense.
Another thing that I like about this game that the remake in 2012 doesn't do is that when you miss somewhere, it tracks where the bullet goes, which can be a problem sometimes on both ends. Friendly fire is a thing, of course, and also if your guys are bunched up, the alien can miss you but hit another one of your guys.
These aliens are ugly.
Yeah, these were not in the...
I think I know why they're invading Earth, man.
Oh?
Because they can't, okay, here's the thing. I'm not trying to insult the alien race or anything, but, I feel like they probably don't have the desire to, populate with themselves anymore. And so they, came to other planets just to see if they could, find someone else to populate with. They're just,
right.
Wifey's Betty Sue, I love you, baby, but we can't do this anymore.
Also,
I just think they don't give up when they see
Donald
Trump.
By the way, in the last couple of turns, an alien just walked out and ended its turn twice in a row, so they don't seem to have very good pattern recognition.
Well, that's good for your recruit thing.
Yes, it is. 2 of my recruits have gotten 3 shots, which is great for their stat growth. And wow. So I imagine my scouts face to face with that thing and then running back yipping like a little dog.
Yeah. Ugly little...
Remember the first Star Wars movie where that cleaning droid saw Chewbacca and then just squeaked and ran off?
It's been a while since I've seen Star Wars.
Okay, fair enough. The
only one I've seen recently was just the new one.
Oh, come on. The movie's only 30-something years old.
Yeah, you know. And how can I call myself a nerd if I don't, like, watch Star Wars, like, 3 times a year? I mean...
Exactly. But
I'm a pretty bad nerd.
Yeah. Now, this is going surprisingly well.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I was kind of, like, expecting you to just, like, get shot and shit, but, like, you basically just, like, walked up, and they, like, walk out, and you're like, bye. And that's the end of it.
Like what just happened right there with the submachine gun. And as soon as we say it, that's it. I was kind of surprised that it went that well. There was only...
Well, you're welcome. My presence, obviously, was the key factor in training your recruits, so I am Telite trainer. So
okay, well... It's true. The squad needs an anchor to show them how things are done.
Exactly.
So that was a really nice start for the recruit squad. I admit I didn't tell any of them what happened to the last recruit squad, and this UFO went down in the Arctic. And I'm sending the main squad up here because of possibilities like this. So this is the sectoid, the kind of gray aliens. Okay. And unlike the ones I just fought, the big blue ones, these small ones have the full suite of ranks. Like, with the blue ones, they're really dumb, so they only have grunts and soldiers, but these guys can have engineers, which are really important to capture. I have to capture an engineer in order to get fun stuff like handheld laser weapons. Ooh. So, we're gonna be Metal Gearing it up, because our only good capture weapon is melee range.
So the advantage for them is, like, at least they can be, like, get a job and be the sugar daddy if they trying to populate with us.
Exactly.
The other people, they ain't got a chance, because they just straight up ugly and they can't do nothing.
Yep, that's pretty much it. In fact, they can't even breathe oxygen right, according to the research on them when you capture one. So our life is pretty rough for those guys.
Wow.
Now,
is that supposed to be like a mountain you're next to?
It's kind of a hill.
Okay.
No, it's not supposed to be a mountain. Now, what the main problem I'm dealing with is I have no idea which of these aliens is the valuable one.
Oh, so they don't, like, display, like, I'm an engineer.
No. In the vanilla version, it was fairly easy to research an alien device that could tell you, but in this version, it's a lot tougher to research, like most things. And the main reason that this is so important is, well, the first live capture gives you the ability to learn how to make laser weapons and better bullet weapons. However, you can only make large-scale versions, like the kinds that you put on aircraft. You need... I beg your pardon. For the handheld versions, you need a really good battery, which we don't know how to make without capturing an engineer. The short of it is, for laser rifles, we need to capture an engineer. And everyone wants laser rifles.
Yeah, like you can't play a game like this and, like, want bullets. Like, the end game is laser rifle.
No, laser rifles are sort of a mid-tier thing. There's bullet weapons, which have problems, especially against the tougher aliens. There's laser weapons, which are not the best, but they'll give us the chance to take on bigger stuff. And then there's the weapons that the aliens use, which are plasma weapons, and you've seen the effect that those have in this game.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it would be, you know, more appropriate if the laser weapons were the end game, though, just because, like, I feel like every, like, little boy, when, like, you're dreaming of sci-fi mess, it's always like, I want a laser gun, or whatever, though.
Yeah, that's true. plasma weapons are definitely a video game sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
you gotta let my character. Is he still alive? I don't even remember if he's still alive.
Yeah, Camerupt is still alive, and he isn't gonna be participating much in this thing because, if I recall correctly, he's kind of a sniper, and this does not call for that. Yeah. Now, what I'd like to say is, the aliens that are more aggressive and use plasma rifles instead of the smaller pistols are likely the soldiers, but I actually tried that in another mission and it didn't work out. So no matter what the alien does or what they're carrying, I need to keep the killing to a minimum, and which makes a situation like this where the aliens are close together and facing in different directions a huge problem, because if I try to close in, I'm probably going to get reaction shot. And I know that Mr. Hart would not appreciate it if I got him killed without a good reason.
Kill him off. We don't need him around. He thinks he's all that mess because he's got buffs and DFO. He needs to learn that he can. Anyone can play that class. He needs to get over himself. So you can tell him I called him out.
Sure. And yeah, I mean. Every time we talk to him, he tells about how amazing his numbers are, but those numbers... Yeah.
He's always like, whenever I'm part... what's your damage numbers now that you're with me? I'm like, calm down.
These aliens don't care what your numbers are.
Exactly. They care if you're shooting laser beams at their faces. Those are the kind of priorities I can get with.
So
now I have to ask, like, when you're doing this, like, let's play thing solo,
yes,
do you feel like you're being Dora the Explorer? Or, like, just like, where's the giant fucking castle? No response. That's right, there's the giant fucking castle. Do you ever get that feeling when you're doing this solo?
It is kind of a weird feeling doing all this talking when no one is here to respond, which is why I really appreciate things like this. Now, awesome. The reason I shot that particular alien is, well, Beta Nanto would probably die if I didn't, because laser rifles are no joke, and, well, that I had to move Beta forward, otherwise I would have missed an opportunity to stun another alien. So, it's kind of a tough decision. I would love to just be able to hang back and shoot them all, but...
Yeah, but you gotta, like, capture them, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I gotta do.
How close do you have to be to do that?
Melee range, of course. And
oh, God, of course.
Oh, boy. So that was three shots in a row from a pistol. And
see, this is why we should have sent Hard out.
It's true.
Nothing about you would have been lost.
Well, we'll give him a chance to redeem himself here.
Alright.
Because while the alien was busy shooting one of our guildmates, I'll creep up and give it the electric treatment.
Ooh.
So it's up to Yuki to save the day, because she has some of those medical sprays, and these are not nearly as good as the first aid sprays in Resident Evil, because it takes, in this case, it'll take 4 of them to fully restore... well, actually, not even restore herself, just to stop him from bleeding to death right away.
Dang.
We need Resident Evil technology.
Well, I was about to say, like, the whole premise of this game is, like, you're this, like, whatever organization fighting these aliens, and the best restorative technology they can give you are, like, little white bottles.
Well,
I have to say...
we can use big, bulky med kits, but they're not actually any better. Yeah. Oh, wow. Now, it wasn't my plan to shoot that alien, but I can't blame our guy for shooting back after he was hit by a laser weapon.
Yeah, I would probably also, if someone was shooting at me, shoot back.
Also, despite... This is something that really threw me off, by the way. Beta Nanto, even though I used 2 medical sprays on him, still died. And wow. I didn't even know how that was possible, because, well, first of all, Billy just got shot, so you got your wish there. But he was like, I don't got time to bleed, and went and stunned the alien that just shot him.
So why is the black fog of pixels spread now? Because you spread it as you walk or whatever?
No, when you throw out smoke, it slowly expands over a few turns before it starts completely dissipating and fading away.
It kind of seems like you're playing like one of those movie video game things where like they have to go in the game and like the corruption's taking over and they have to stop it. Like the corruption's spreading in this game. Like that smoke is just like the best.
It will never stop.
The best animation.
So what really threw me off was, first of all, Beta Nanto was shaping up to be a really good soldier, so it was really sad to lose him, or her in this case. And also, whenever you repair a wound with a medical pack, you also heal a bit of health. So I thought that it would be impossible for someone with 2 wounds left to bleed after I had just healed 2 wounds. But I was wrong, and it was sad.
And Har has all those health buffs, and he didn't even cast it, so she wouldn't die. Disappointment.
Yeah, he'd been really lazy about buffing the team this time.
Right. I bet he didn't even buff. Like, he didn't even, like, gear swap before he came. He just showed up with his little electric taser. Cap me some bitches.
Well, and of course, he's healthy enough so that I'll probably be able to heal him before he bleeds out. But hey, this is a good opportunity. Alien turned his back to us, and found another one. But that also has his back to us, so there we go.
I thought these were the smart aliens. You know they hear these rifles going off in mess. How are they looking that way?
We actually haven't been...
giant cloud of corruption over there, too.
We haven't even been using the rifles that much, though. These have mostly been stealth kills, if stealth kills were a thing in this game. And we're not actually killing them. Whatever. It makes sense in my head.
No, I got you. It's just funny to me that there's just like this giant smoke cloud and the alien's like, nothing over there. I wonder where they are.
Well, they might be a bit skittish about going in there because that's where I'm hanging out and waiting to sort of ambush them.
I certainly wouldn't be looking the other way, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you there. What makes this particular thing really tricky is, first of all, I don't have that little scout tank that fires smoke. And the reason for that is, in between those 2 missions, I took on a tiny UFO with 2 aliens, and I felt it wasn't even worth recording because nothing really happened, except that my scout was shot. And so, and I didn't have time to replace it, which is big trouble here.
Right.
Especially in a wide open space like this, because the best capturing environment is when I can hide behind an obstacle, wait for an alien to get close, and then run in and zap him.
Right.
But for an open space like this, I would need a lot of smoke, and I don't have it. And even then, I have to wait for them to get close enough for me to see them and reach them to stun them, but not so close that they start opening fire on me, and anything can happen in that case.
Yeah. Goodness.
Yeah. So you're probably saving yourself some stress by letting me play this instead of you.
Oh, no. Yeah, this game seems a bit... It's not, like, my style of tactics game that I would normally play. I would definitely try it, but, okay. For me in video games, like, for the most part, like, I like games where, like, the characters, like, feel fun. Like, that's one thing I really like about DFO is, like, it just feels really good to do the combat and stuff. Like, it looks good and, like, that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'm not as big of a fan of the more realistic titles.
Well, I can understand that. I also find this game interesting in that, whoa, it's zap time. By the way, this little maneuver I'm doing, step out, stun, and then go back behind a corner, that is impossible in the remake. Just want to put that out there. But
that's pretty funny though. Just like zip and then run away.
Exactly. That's why the game has reaction shots, so that you just can't do that forever. But something that I find interesting about the style of this game is, technically, losing a soldier shouldn't be a big deal because they're actually really cheap to replace.
Right.
However, they also grow in stats as you take them through several missions and let them do things.
Right, yeah. So, it's definitely best not to let them die, yeah.
Yeah.
And it never feels good to lose a character, even if they are.
That's why there's this whole theme of, okay, send the expendable rookies first, that you see a lot from XCOM players.
Well, see, that's why you should have sent Hart. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say, you should have sent Hart, man.
Well,
yay!
Wow.
Yay! Justice!
You are stone cold. Alright, so I know that he used his turn units to shoot, so he's not going to reaction shot, so... Oh. Now what?
Does he have, like, special stun armor, or, like...
Well, the damage in this game is a little bit random. These little guys are weak enough that you'd have to get the absolute lowest stun damage roll in order to not stun one in one hit. And that's what I got.
Oh, of course.
Now, Yuki did not deserve that. Also,
She did not.
Did you see that? The plasma rifle blew a hole in the UFO wall. That's not easy to do.
Wow. I don't feel like they're really looking out for their survival if they're not even taking care of their, like, aircraft.
Well, we already shot it down. It's beyond repair.
Okay.
So they were probably just trying to buy time for pickup. And... oh, wow. That alien... he's not messing around. Holy crap.
No, it's like all these other aliens were just like child's play. You run around stunning them, and all of a sudden you get to like the final boss alien.
Yeah, he was sort of like hiding behind a door or a corner waiting for QA to come in, and... Well, this time I was smart enough to hide but after shooting. Now... Yeah, so that worked out.
There we go.
So, we lost 3 of our people, and 2 of them had quite a bit of development and were pretty good. So, this was kind of a costly mission. In fact,
that last one kind of unprepared you for this.
Yeah, it did. Hopefully we won't have to do something quite like that anytime soon.
Yeah.
So we got the engineers, though.
Oh, nice. So what did they give us?
I believe I mentioned to you, when you research an engineer, you can research the batteries you need to make handheld laser weapons.
Right.
That's going to take a little while to research and construct, though, so we might get a mission or 2 before they're ready. And that's about it. Thanks very much for joining me for commentary.
Oh, yeah, man. Anytime.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.